Oh, Miss Sophia home now. She home now. Y'all know what happened last night. I ain't even watched the Oscars, and you can't wake up and not hear about this slap that was heard around the world. So, of course, Will Smith, had an altercation with Chris Rock because Chris Rock made an off-color joke, and it was a little, over the line, but, he made a joke about Jada Pinkett, because of her head being shaved.
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? that was a nice one. Okay.
Now, I get it. You know what I mean? The joke was, was over the line, but Chris Rock is known for actually doing stuff like that. He's known for trying to push the boundaries on his jokes. He's done that all throughout his career. But typically, most times nobody really does anything. People get mad, but nobody really confronts him. They just get a little upset. Now, the shit was hilarious as far as what Will did. The joke, no, it wasn't that funny. Now, with Jada Pinkett, obviously she has a skin condition called alopecia, which, makes her lose her hair. So she just decided, ain't no point in letting it just fall out little by little. Let's go ahead and shave the shit off. Just like if a cancer patient was going through the chemo and all of that, and it's going to make you lose your hair. So you're like, let's go ahead and even this shit out. You know what I mean? So I don't know if Chris Rock didn't know that, but I guess I would say, if he knew that, then yeah, that's pushing it too far, because it is a little harsh to bring up somebody's, you make a joke about somebody's situation that's based on an illness or disability that they have. And so if he did not know that, if he was just making it because he thought, she just likes the bald head and she went to rock it, yeah, that may not be quite as bad. You know what I mean? It was still not as funny of a joke, but it wouldn't have been received that awkwardly if she didn't have the skin condition. If she just said, I just want to shave my head, it is what it is. So, my thing is this, you know what I mean? Will Smith, a lot of people are saying that he was wrong for reacting that way, and he kind of put a stain on the Oscars. Yeah, I mean, they're not going to like it. But on the side of, when you look at it from the side of a man whose wife has been disrespected, and y'all can say whatever you want about whatever he went through with, her and August and all the other shit, all the people she done been with, or, whether it was cheating and all of that shit going on, that's neither here or there. You know what I mean? If he decided to stay with her, regardless of what the fuck happened, then that means he loves her and he's willing to get past that shit. And at the end of the day, that's still his wife. You know what I mean? So, you can't expect him to react any other way. I don't give a damn if you were a woman who slept with 10 other guys. If you're willing to let her stay with you and you want to keep the relationship going just because you love her that much, that means you still got to fight for her and defend her honor at all costs. You know what I mean? Now, granted, yeah, you might say, well, he should have been acting like that with August Alsina. I mean, that's neither here or there. He looks at August Alsina as a kid. You know what I mean? I think that was a perception thing. When he thinks about August Alsina, he's like, this is a kid. You know what I mean? It would really look bad on me if I went and kicked his ass. Now that's just my opinion. I don't know. But Chris Rock, he's more in the same age group, so it's like, okay, now, this is more, acceptable for me to approach a man of my age category, my caliber, and say, stop fucking around. You know what I mean?
I'm out here. Richard. Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Wow, dude.
Yes.
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
I'm going to, okay? Okay. That was a greatest night in the history of television. Okay. Okay.
So yeah, Will went up there and slapped the holy piss out this man, and Chris Rock didn't even know what to do. He was just like, wow. You know what I mean? Like, you know, and I think Chris Rock did the right thing as far as his reaction, because I think, you know, for two reasons. I think that number one, he tried to keep it professional. Like, you know, I don't want to make it bigger than it already is. You know what I mean? So I'm going to just keep my composure and call it a day. And then also, you know, on the other side, I think that, you know, Chris Rock, you know, not only did he want to keep his professionalism and composure, I think he also didn't react overblown and explosively, because he knows, I think Chris Rock is one of those comedians who know one of these days, these jokes that I'm doing, somebody going to approach me and try to kick my ass. And so I think he kind of knew, okay, this might have been that time, because Chris Rock is one of those realistic guys. You know, he was probably hoping it wouldn't happen, but I think deep down he was like, yeah, somebody gonna fuck around and kick my ass, because I'm always doing jokes that push the boundaries. So that's the way I look at it. And you know, was he justified? You know, that's the only thing. As far as Will Smith goes, was he justified? I think that's in the eye of the beholder, you know, the fan or the critic or whoever you are. You know, that's on your judgment. But in my opinion, Will Smith was justified, because when you think about it, you know, Will and Jada in general have been the butt of a lot of jokes over the years. And Will has basically taken it on the chin, like, all right, you know, I'm gonna let it go. You can tell Will don't like that shit. He don't like all the August Alsina jokes, entanglement jokes, Tupac jokes, punk ass Will can't rap jokes, you know, all the hip hop jokes about him not being a great rapper, or him being, you know, just too clean cut. You know what I mean?
I'm a bigger hit with the kids than Will Smith and his nice clean rap.
Woo! I respect women when I'm on a date. I take them to the park or maybe a museum, and I only try to kiss them if they're ready. Woohoo! What? Say what? Help out your mom and dad by getting a job so you can help pay for school supplies. Woohoo! Say ho!
So it's been a lot of shit thrown at him, and I think this also added fuel to what happened in the Oscars back in 2016.
Is this on a TV show? Jada boycotting the Oscars is like me boycotting Rihanna's panties. I wasn't invited. Jada's mad her man, Will, was not nominated for concussion. I get it. Tell the truth. I get it. You get mad? She said it's not fair that Will was this good and didn't get nominated. Yeah, you're right. It's also not fair that Will was paid $20 million for Wild Wild West, okay?
So, you know, obviously Chris Rock threw some jokes at them then, and I think they let it go. But they were basically, you know, just trying to, you know, Will and Jada were trying to basically boycott the Oscars back in 2016, because they felt like a lot of black people feel there's not enough diversity in there going on. You know, every time you turn around, it's more white people, Oscars, white people. And it's like these black actors are given everything. They're leaving it out there on the field, on the stage, wherever they at, and their performances are tremendous, they're heartfelt, and they're precise. And they don't get enough credit. It's always, yeah, he did a good job, but this, chick over here, Becky with the good hair, or Steve with the good hair over here, they were just better, And a lot of times you hear about, the white actors, they could be brand new to the game and they be winning Oscars, and it's like, they're not that good. They might have done a decent job. Nobody's saying that they didn't do a decent job. But for you to give somebody like that fresh out the box, a lot of times, Oscars, and people like Denzel had to do it for like 20 to 25 years before he finally got one. What kind of shit is that? When he's one of the best actors in the business, bar none. So, my thing is, I really feel like Will was justified because he got tired of this shit. You throwing, and forgive me for bouncing around, but I think Will just felt like, we've been joked about, and you specifically, Chris Rock, have joked about us way too much, and I'm sick of it. I let it go the last time, but no more. And I think that, a lot of people are talking about, like, when Chris Rock first said the joke, the G.I. Jane joke, that Will was laughing. Now, I don't look at that as anything other than, to me, playing the role. Because when you're at an award show like this, the first thing on your mind is, no matter what the comedian says, just chuckle along with it. They're going to say some stuff that's not that great. Just chuckle along with it. So every time Chris was joking, I think he was just ready for, okay, I'm ready for my next chuckle, just to kind of play the camera-friendly role. But I think that once it sunk in, and he looked over at Jada and realized, oh, shit, I just laughed at some shit that might have really fucked my wife's head up. You know what I mean? I think that's what pushed him over the edge. And I can't say I blame him. You know what I mean? If I'm that way, I don't care what the fuck me and my wife been going through. I'm approaching you. And a lot of people say, oh, well, he should have waited until, like, let's say the after party and done it there. Certain people don't do that. A lot of us, when the shit is fresh on our mind, when the shit is in the moment, you don't have enough patience to say, I'll kick his ass in about 3 hours when we do the after party. No. A lot of us, and me included, when shit happens, it's on sight. It's not, we're going to wait and do this the right way. No. There's no time for that. Logical thinking is almost out of the window. Not that it's right. I'm not saying that he was right as far as he should have just interrupted the show and made a scene. No, he wasn't right for that, but he was right for feeling how he felt about what you just did to his wife and thinking about her skin condition and how you just made her the butt of millions of people's jokes over a stupid ass joke. You know what I mean? So, yeah. And at that point, there's no waiting. You know what I mean? So some of us just are like that. We just react in the moment. So, in my opinion, his justification for defending his wife's honor was on point. Yeah, no, he it wasn't the right place to do it, but they kept on. They carried on. The show, kept on. They didn't even try to escort him out the window because they knew, not the window. They didn't even escort him out the building because they knew it wasn't that big of a deal. You know what I mean? Chris Rock said some shit. Will Smith reacted to some shit. And if maybe Chris Rock would have said, we're going to fight it out right now, fuck that. Let's shoot the fair one. Yeah, they would have probably had to escort both of them out. But because Chris Rock played his part and said, I'm going to be professional, I wasn't expecting that, but it happened. And I think that's why Chris Rock, they said he didn't press no charges. And I think that's why, because he knew. I'm always pushing that envelope, so I knew one of these days somebody was going to come and approach me. and want to knock my fucking head off. I've got a lot of respect for Chris Rock, but when you live on the edge, you got to wonder if one day you're going to fall off that edge. And that's just plain and simple. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. The shit was funny. You know, I'm proud of Will. Yeah, I mean, you know, you can look at it how you want and look at other past things and say he didn't react the way he should have in the past, but you still have to see things from his perspective. You know what I mean? So, you know, to me, the shit was gangster. You know what I mean? He approached a grown-ass man, and then when he slapped the shit out of him, turned his back and walked away like a gangster. Not even worrying about, is this nigga gonna snuff me from behind? Because Chris Rock could have ran up on him and got the drop on him while his back was turned. Will Smith did the most gangsterish shit when he turned around and walked away with no fear of any recompense. You know what I mean? No retaliation at all. And he went to a seat and still was talking shit. He could have still been like, all right, I hit this nigga, now I'm gonna relax. Now he let him know, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth, period. And then just to make sure the nigga heard it, he said it again. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. You know, you can call me whatever you want, but Will Smith got my respect for that shit. This is your man, Kurt, Triad Hip Hop Podcast. I'll see y'all next time. Let me know what you think in the comments. Peace.